What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. I know yesterday's video took place in the car. Today's is going to as well. Generally, opening weekend of March Madness, all I do is watch March Madness. I actually made a video on March Madness last year about why it's my favorite time of year, and I thought maybe we could revisit that just a little bit. Now, I know most people on my channel are not sports fans, but I'm doing videos that I want to do and videos that I have fun with, so we'll see how it works. First and foremost, March Madness is absolutely the best sports time of year, and there's multiple reasons for it. Now, I love the NFL playoffs. I love the NBA playoffs. I even kind of like college football postseason, even though I think it's a little bit stupid. But March Madness is easily the best time, and here's why. March Madness gives you 68 of the best teams in the country and puts them together in a single game elimination style format. And the reason that that is good is because of examples like last night. You see, in the NBA, when you're doing the playoffs, it's a best of 7. So whoever wins 4 games first is ultimately the winner of that series. And why that is why March Madness is crazier is because a lot of times teams will come in not really knowing what to expect, and it's just a complete random encounter, and sometimes the inferior team will win the matchup. However, in the NBA, most of the better teams will adapt, and for the most part, it kind of goes as you expect. You're not going to see really very often. It's happened a couple of times. The last times I remember it was when I think when Golden State beat the #1 Dallas Mavericks years ago. Memphis may have done it recently, but the point is, it very rarely happens. You're not going to see an 8 seed beat a 1 seed. In the NCAA tournament, that is not necessarily true. The NCAA tournament has 4 regions, and each region has 16 seeds. Now, a 16 seed has never beat a 1 seed, but every other seed has won. 15s have beat 2s, 13s 3s. You get the point. And it didn't happen any different yesterday. It's already March, the first day of March Madness. There is already upsets. Well, first and foremost, a 7 seed beat a 10 seed, which should not be an upset, but it was Rhode Island beating Oklahoma, and I think that's kind of an upset because of just the size of the universities. But last night saw number 6 Miami. They got beat by, number 11? The number 11 team, which was Loyola Chicago. Okay, I think they won their conference championship and got in. Like a lot of the minor conferences, if you win your championship, you get in, which is also kind of what's special about college basketball, because in NCAA football, you're not going to have a lower college get into a playoff system. They're not going to do it because the money is not there. When I say the money's not there, I mean that they don't make enough money, so the NCAA is not going to risk it to put the correct team in. Now, there was another upset last night. Yeah, so Loyola Chicago beat Miami. It was on a buzzer beater, but that was the 6 versus the 11. And then the number 13 seed, Buffalo, beat the number 4 seed, which a lot of people, I didn't know this until last night, but apparently a lot of people thought Arizona was going to be a Final Four team, but Buffalo beat them. And Buffalo didn't beat them on a last chance, like, buzzer beater. Buffalo beat the brakes off of them. They beat them I think they beat them by over 20. It was an absolute just destruction of Arizona, and that's the magic of March Madness, man. Any given Sunday, you never know who is going to show up. There was a couple of other really, really close games. Houston, they almost lost to, who did they almost lose to? San Diego State, I think it was. Was it San Diego State? I think it was San Diego State. But Houston's main star hit a shot with, I think, 1.1 seconds left that lifted them above them. But very, very close games yesterday, and like I said, that is the magic of March Madness. Now, the other thing that's cool is most people would assume, oh, well, it gives them a run during the tournament, but surely none of those lower seeds ever make it that far, and that's not true. I can't remember what year it is, 2004 maybe. George Washington was like an 11 or 12 seed and hit the Final Four, and then not too long ago, the actual finals of the NCAA tournament, I think, was an 8 versus a 7 seed. So, yeah, these teams absolutely have the ability to not only shock the college basketball world for a game, but they can make a run, and that's what's really impressive about March Madness. And just the whole idea of having so many games in such a short amount of time. There were 16 games yesterday. There will be 16 games today. Tomorrow there will be 8. The day after there will be 8. And then we'll be down to the Sweet 16. And then they'll take a couple of days off, and you'll do it all over again. And that, oh my gosh, man. It is the best time of the year. Like, I love it so much. And like I said, I know there's a lot of people that don't like basketball or probably don't like sports or whatever, but man, it's like tournaments are so great. I love tournaments in general. Like, I love that's what, in wrestling I loved King of the Ring. I wish that was back, and I wish it wasn't a joke. I do love playoff systems in general. I love the NFL playoffs, and I do love the NBA playoffs and stuff like that. I think college football playoffs are, for the most part, an absolute joke, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, tournaments in general are just fantastic. And like I said, man, the month of March, you know it's getting real, and you know that it is going to be an absolute exciting time, because you absolutely cannot predict March Madness. And just to give you an example of that, ESPN released the statistics just yesterday. Buffalo beating Arizona, 9% of people who filled out brackets on ESPN's website picked that game. So 91% of people who filled out brackets already are messed up after day one. And that's special. But guys, that is it, man. I'm going to chill out and watch some March Madness today, and I'm really, really excited about that. Well, I'm going to work, and then I'm going to do that. So I wanted to make this video just talking about it. I'll probably do it yearly, man. Just talk about my love of this time of year in this tournament. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you watch basketball, who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win March Madness? Or who do you think the Final Four is? So, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.